No, here we go. We got some movement going. Yay! Woohoo!
Hi.
Here's Rocky.
Yeah.
Oh, can we hear it? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm audible. Yeah, you are audible.
Yay!
Are you audible? Am I audible?
Yes, I can hear you. Barely, but I can hear you.
Great. So,
I'm gonna have to
yeah,
learn how to get more. Maybe if I put
I
it.
like your style. I like your style like this.
I've been having
Kabola.
fun today. Yeah, it started with keeping my. Let me see if I can hear better. Say something now. See if I
Now,
can.
okay?
No, don't go there. Okay. All right. Yeah, I was in the car the other day and I had my bandana and I had to open the top and the windows were open, so it kept my hair out of my face, and then I thought it looked cute. So
Yeah, it looks good. Always we should bring some change in our life.
yeah, we have to keep the fun going.
Hey Sunny, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. So, yeah, let's begin. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So,
You're gonna start out. Introduce us
okay.
and
Yeah. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Today is our first live on Facebook, and today we are going to talk about how to express yourself emotionally, strongly, without fear. And I have a very special guest, Cynthia Toet. She is an author, coach, speaker, and a tarot reader. She can judge your face instantly. If you want to change your mood, change your day, just approach her. Okay. So, and Cynthia is the founder of Flippin' Life Cheerleader. She runs her own mastermind, which is, she will talk more about it. I just gave you some hint that how you can approach her. Now, Cynthia, over to you.
hello, I'm Cynthia Toet, and I am starting my own mastermind. It's called Flipping Your Emotional Feels Around, and it is about really claiming our lives back. It's claiming about who we are back. I also have a book called the same thing, Flipping Your Emotional Feels Around, which is on Amazon, and we have a ebook available and a hard copy available. I'm also a coach in that area, because I'm dealing with our emotional self so we can become whole, so we can be complete, so we can have all of us operating on this more vibrant level so we can reclaim our lives. I mean, I do so much, I forget what I do sometimes. I'm a psychic reader where I lay down some cards and all I can find is your beautiful story. All I can find is that happy story. All I can find is a story that's going to lighten your load up so it's not so heavy, so it's more whole, and so it's more complete. And so we actually have momentum in our lives. And that's what's so really neat about how the cards get read. But it all ties back into my story about flipping the emotional self around. So we're not operating from fear, but we're operating from love. And that love actually starts from within inside of ourselves, because we all of a sudden are worried about everything that's going on out there. What we've done in our lives is we've put our energy out there so much in so many ways that we forgot to fine tune our lives for us. We forgot to say, who are we? I'm trying to please this person. I'm trying to please that job. I'm trying to please my aunt, my uncle, my mom, my dad, my teacher. But I forgot to take a moment in time to see what it is that I truly wanted. What do I need to do to please me? What do I need to do so I'm feeling whole? What do I need to do so I'm feeling complete? What do I need to do so I'm feeling awesome and radiant and amazing from the inside out? Because when we put our energy out there, we start operating from fear. We start operating from worry. We start operating from less than. We start operating from anxiety. when we pause our lives long enough to bring ourselves back inside, forget about what's going on in the outside world. Just forget about it for just a moment and see what's going on the inside world. See what that anxiety is telling you. Is it telling you, stop focusing so much out there? Because I got something to tell you in here. What it has to tell you in here is, I love you so freaking much. Can you pay attention to me? Can you just love the me that I am? As I'm saying that, my body's getting vibes. It's getting like goosebumps. It's saying, yes, pay attention to yourself. I'll give you an example. Even today, I was doing something and all of a sudden my energy was way out there. It's something I want. It's something I'm trying to attract, but I was putting so much my energy into it that all of a sudden my body went into anxiety because I was getting too far ahead of myself. So I realized that, oh, I'm not feeling this loving, radiant self. I'm all of a sudden feeling worn out. I'm feeling exhausted. So what did I do? I came back to my internal self. Stop putting my energy out there. I put it in here to realign, to bring a balance within. So I'm able to function with this calm way for that exciting adventure that I'm after. But even though it's exciting and it's, I want it, that anxiety can take me under. So it was for me to calm myself down and say, okay, I know I want that, but I still need to live in the moment. I need to live in the now. And so I had to chill for a moment, reclaim myself.
Awesome. Even when you were saying that you got to give importance to yourself, even I had some kind of vibes that where am I? Am I giving importance to myself or no? So Cynthia, when the point comes of expression, okay, a lot of times we 80% we eat it, like the food we consume. So how to convert this portion is express 80% in the beginning and try to hide your fake percent 20% inside you. So what to do if somebody is not able to express?
Your auto is very low, so I'm trying to really hear everything you're asking me.
Now, okay?
That's better.
Okay. So what I'm saying that a lot of times what happens that since how we are conditioned since childhood or program that no, don't express yourself, the elders are there, don't go there, or talk smoothly, you are a girl, don't do this, don't do so many conditions we have been, right? So so in between what happens that people don't express, they feel that oh my god, what if somebody will say, what if my teacher will scold me, what if people are out there. So what happened in between of these conditions, 20% we express and 80% of the real us is inside us. So how can we flip it to 80% we can be expressive and 20% we should hide our fake version?
We have been programmed, I have to say that, to hide our feelings because from the beginning of time, we've been told, don't do this, don't do that. I don't have time to listen to you. Shut up, go to your room, be quiet. What you're telling me isn't valid enough. I'll get to you later, but they never get to us later. And so all of a sudden what's happened in our lifetime as we become adults, all of that become a permanent structure, a permanent seed. It's like we feel like we're not allowed to speak our true voice. And it is for us to realize that, no, we were actually meant to speak our voice. We came in this world because we each have our own mission. We each have our own voice. We each have a purpose. And so as we're older and we're realizing, oh, my voice has been shut down because I've been trying to be quiet. Shh. I've been trying to hush up. I've been trying not to be all of me because I'm trying to please this person and that person and that. And for us to overcome that is all of a sudden, you really have to tell yourself, I am valuable. I am whole. I am complete. I am awesome. I am amazing. And the things that have to come out of this voice, out of my mouth, is important. It's just as important as the person that told me to shut up, be quiet, I don't have time for you. And so we have to bring that value that we've given out to others. We've given others our power by allowing them to judge us, allowing them to tell us what we're supposed to say or not say. We need to go ahead and not give them the power. Go, I understand that's how you project things, how you feel about things. But now that you express that to me, please for a moment allow me to express myself to you. Because it is that expression that we open up that allows us to be more radiant. It allows us to become this flower that's blooming. Because we got to say our piece. We got to say what it is that we needed to have come out of us. And as each time we speak it, it becomes more beautiful. Because it's like, it is like I want to put it into the flower format. It's like if the flower never gets watered, it's going to wilter and die. But if we have the flower that gets watered, then it grows and it gets bigger and it gets more beautiful. And so it's important for us to take our power back. Don't allow that other person, whoever it is, no matter if it's your mom, no matter if it's your dad, no matter if it's your brother, no matter if it's your sister, no matter if it's your mate, no matter if it's your boss, we have to allow ourselves to express that. Okay, say it's our boss. Okay, we want to go say something. Our boss is going to shut us down. And then we have to realize, okay, if I go ahead and say it that way and our boss isn't going to listen to us, then we really need to evaluate, is that the right job for you? Is that the right place you're supposed to be? If you can't communicate your truth to the people that you're with, and they're going to constantly shut you down, then is that the right place? I'm going to take it past that because sometimes we don't have a choice to what place that is, right? And so since we don't have a choice, we still have to find that peace within. So when that information is coming in that we disagree upon, that doesn't settle with our soul, we, as an individual level, need to take that time out and rewrite that story inside our soul. Like, you know, okay, this is just what happened. I can't share my story with that particular person because they cannot hear me. Maybe they're not ready to hear your story. I find that a lot of times they can't hear my story. And so if they can't hear my story, I have to go inside of me. And a lot of times I'll get a piece of paper and pen out and say, hey, this is my story. This is the way I feel about it. This is what I wanted to say. This is how I wanted to flip that situation around. Because we need to fine tune the emotion within. Because it's the emotion that's going to put us out of balance. And we need to reclaim our power by getting that emotion calm, balanced, secure. Believing in who you are as a person. We have to reel it back in and allow ourselves to make our own story for our lives. I'm a happy ever after story. No matter what I'm going to do, I'm going to find the happiness in that story because I keep rewriting the script. No matter who's feeding it to me, no matter what soul it came in through me, I'm going to rewrite it until I'm comfortable.
So, like, even if somebody dare a lot okay, today
Can't
I'm
hear
gonna,
you.
okay, yeah, sure, sure. So today I'm gonna do this, and somebody is very strong, very emotionally, this
It's still hard.
lady.
So,
Now, okay, are you using headphone?
uh-uh.
Okay, that's why. So somebody people try that I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna say everything whatever is in my mind. But when that person goes to before someone, uh, before whom he or she has to express, they go bomb, whoosh, right? They go whoosh and they don't understand. I think Cynthia, lovely dog, is there. So in the meanwhile, if anybody has any question, you can type on the comment box. So yeah, Cynthia. So even if one dare a lot to express themselves, and they even dare to go reach out to the person and express, and then the emotion goes whoosh. I don't know what to say. I'm scared. I don't know what to reply. So in this situation, what cost one is paying for not being expressive?
All right, I'm back.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, for example, today I decided, okay, I'll just give you an example. Today I decided to express my heart or to someone with whom I had strong anger in my head, in my mind. And I went out, I reached out to him, and the moment I stand before him, my emotion goes whoosh. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to reply. I don't know anything. And again, the emotion which I was carrying strongly, it went out with all of the fear or anger or anxiety and all the shit negative wirings came up. So how to overcome through that situation, that instant moment, and express strongly emotionally, at least to the person before whom we are trying to go from longer time.
So what it is the energy of the fear, and we still have the emotion that still haven't been dealt with because we haven't learned how to do that, you know. And there are some little tips and tricks that we can do to help center our bodies. And one of them is a tapping technique. And you just like take your wrist and you tap them together and you just say, hey, I know I'm having a really hard time of going out there and expressing myself to this person in this area in this way. And you go ahead, there are tapping points that, you know, it's here and here, and you go through the tappings, saying exactly that. You're telling your body, I'm having a hard time expressing myself in this way when I get to this point with this person. And each time that I think I'm brave enough to go through this, you just keep saying everything that you need to say as you're tapping, because it's releasing the energy that's tied up in our bodies. And you're saying, even though I've had trouble in the past, expressing myself with this person, with the things that I need to say, I do this, and this allows me, hi Kathy, hi Marshall, this allows me to actually settle me down. Please allow this emotion within that's all bottled up inside of me. Please allow it to settle down so I can go ahead. And say these words and express myself to this person, to this one person, because it's really important, because this person is the one that I have to express it with. Please allow myself to come with ease, to come with balance, to allow myself for that expression to come out, to come forward without all this fear, without all this anxiety, without all of this frustration. Please, internal self, please allow this way that I want to say it. Allow the ease of that to come out. Allow the balance of that to come out. Allow it to come out in just such a magical way. And as you're doing that tapping and you're just saying exactly like, Rashi,
Feel it, you are feeling it.
just like what you were saying to me and how you were expressing me, I would put the tapping in the middle of that, is saying, this is the person I need to talk to. This is the anxiety I'm going through. This is what I would like to see happen. And as you're talking and tapping, what happens is your body actually starts to come into a balance. It comes to a center. It comes to a wholeness. It comes to a completeness. And you become more strong when you go to approach that person. Not only strong, but you'll be calm. It's not strong with the anxiety, not strong with the fear, not strong with, I'm going to do this. It's the strong that I'm calm and I know I'm going to do this and I know it's going to come out more perfectly. So I would add tapping into dealing with the fear when before you actually have to approach the fear, to see the story ahead of time. So we're actually flipping our emotional script around by learning these little techniques that we need to do to help ourselves.
Awesome. I never knew about this technique, tapping technique. It's new for me. I never knew this technique. It's awesome. In future, if I feel that I'm going down somewhere, I need to work on myself. Within a second, I will do this tapping technique and raise my bar, raise my standard, and everything. It is awesome technique. And for more technique, you can reach out to Cynthia. She has so many techniques to work over it. Okay, so what cost one pays if one doesn't able to express themselves emotionally? So what cost one is paying for themselves only?
What does it cost them?
Yeah, if you're not able to express, for example, I went to you, I
Oh,
wanted to express yourself, and blindly I didn't say anything and come back to my room and then started making my own assumptions that, oh no, she's like this, he's like this. So I didn't express, I didn't say anything to you. Rather, I came out with again another baggage which I was carrying. Already I was carrying bad baggages. Okay, again when I went to you, I couldn't express that was my fault, but rather accepting my fault, I came up with another observation, another assumptions, and then what happens?
That's a really good question. I love that question because I had fibromyalgia for 15 years because I did not express myself to the way I needed to. So by not expressing yourself, it actually creates illness. It can create high blood pressure. It can create diabetes. It can create anxiety. It can create so many illnesses that you're not even aware that it's just from lacking your true expression that started it, because we're choking ourselves down. It's like we're holding that information back, and the body is going, that expression that you can't get out there, that you feel your body's going like this on the inside, going, I need it to come out. And so all your organs and everything, that how your body works in this magical way, how the blood flows and the oxygen goes and everything, it's not functioning right. Your oxygen isn't going through your body right. Your blood flow isn't going through your body right. It's not able to do what it's supposed to do because it's congested. It's like putting a dam in the middle of your body and saying, hey, I'm going to put a dam here so you can't function right because I'm not going to express what it is that I need to express. And so it's really, really, really critical for us to learn how to get over our emotional selves so we're not fearing what it is that our voice wants to say so much. Because when we're not saying it, we are actually creating that sickness within our bodies. Nobody overcomes fibromyalgia. I'm almost 5 years free of it because I flipped my emotional story around to a better feeling of a way. So I'm allowed to myself to go ahead and express these words to each and every one of you as my days come forward. I'm getting bigger and bigger, not afraid of the words that have to come out that have been hushed up, shut up. You're not good enough, quiet, whatever you have to say, that's woo-woo, that's, you don't say that because you don't know what you're talking about. You have to do it this textbook style. No, I threw that textbook style away because it wasn't working for me. Once I threw that textbook style away, guess what started working for me? My life. I got my life back because I decided to listen to me, what my body was telling me, what my head was telling me, what my voice was telling me, getting past all the fears of what somebody else frickin' thought or what they felt like I should be doing, because that created my sickness and kept me sick. Did I answer
Yeah,
that question?
yeah, absolutely. Means, like you didn't express, okay, and you came out to room. So that time it may happen that you don't want to speak to that person. First thing. So what next is either you listen, either you start living with the person, or start tolerating that person. It could be the one option. Other option could be read your body, heal your body, listen to your body, and flip your story, right? So the choice is yours. Which one are you comfortable with? Do you want to stay the way you was unexpressive, or do you want to flip your story and be expressive? Okay, so this is all about who is going through. So two options you have now. If you are not finding the answer, again go back to Cynthia. She has all the answers. Okay, so the question is how it impacts, how it impacts when you close your emotion internally.
It impacts your whole life. It's like robbing your life away, because when we're not emotionally expressing ourselves to the way that we truly are supposed to express it, it's almost like that's a dead part of we put that part of us in the grave already, which is really sad. And I know, like, it is really the way things are worded. I have a few stories. I want to tell you a simple story. Like, it could be just a simple word. I'm recently divorced, right? And when I would say, I would be really comfortable being me, but when I would say the word my divorce, it would take me under. I would be back in that bed like I had the fibromyalgia again. But what happened is I took note. I took note about how I was emotionally feeling before I said those two words. And then I go, wait a minute. Why did those two words make me so miserable? What can I do to flip that script? All I did, I asked myself that at that moment, right when it came on, and it was really taking me back under, and it's like I was going back into the grave. I asked myself, what do I need to say? Well, I had to change the word my to the, because my meant I was taking full responsibility for this nasty thing happening. With divorce is always like a bad thing. But I tell you what, my divorce has been the best thing that's ever happened to me. So I don't think divorce is a bad thing. I think it's exactly what I needed. And when I changed the word from my to the divorce, the energy changed. It was like instant. It was like that. So that's what I mean by flipping our script around. We just have to find the right words to plug in to that feel comfortable within. So when, like, we just had a confrontation with somebody, we take ourselves back away, try to find exactly where that confrontation started. Most of the time I feel like it starts is because the other person could not hear what it is that you had to say or how you express it. Okay, they can't hear me, they can't express it. We have to be okay with that. But how can I express it differently so it can get out of my system, so I'm not damming up my own self, so I'm actually bringing that wholeness back in, so I'm actually making some movement. It was two words, and I changed one word all the way around, and then I changed the meaning of the other. I changed my to the, that meant I wasn't fully responsible, it's just a process. And then the word is always, divorce is always, oh, yeah, I'm so bad, oh, I'm sorry you got a divorce, oh, I wish you would make it. But why are you sorry? It's not your life, it's my life. I'm not sorry about it. I'm happy about it. Yes, we had all this time together, and I'm thankful and grateful for that, because we were supposed to be together for that time. But now that time's over, because we both have a new journey to go on. And I'm thankful and grateful that we're both able to release each other to allow the new journey to come in. As long as we're willing to allow that new journey to come in, because we're not stuck on, oh, I'm divorced and this is, oh, and or I lost you know, whatever it is, you know, like I lost my mother. It's like I can't cry about her loss because why? It's because it's divinely guided. It's divinely guided. Why she's gone is because her time was up, no matter what I want to think about it. She loved, she gave, she was the best thing that ever happened to me. And now that she's gone, she's still the best thing that ever happened to me, because without her, I wouldn't be here. And yeah, there were hard times with my mom, but it doesn't mean I hold on to the hardness. I go, okay, I understand my mom was that way because of her life journey. That's another way, that's a really good way to help. Because when we forgive what's happened, that's another tool, forgiveness. So, you know, I forgive you, I love you, thank you, I'm sorry. Those 4 words are very powerful words. They're actually used for healing. I love you, I'm sorry, thank you, please forgive me. And it doesn't have to be in that order, and it doesn't have to be said to that person. You're saying it to your internal soul. So your internal soul can allow for this awesome, amazing new journey to happen because you chose it.
Absolutely. Sometimes miss it's not people who trigger us, it's solo a word that triggers us. For example, family. For example, family. Sometimes family trigger us. Sometimes marriage, divorce, or child abortion, or there are many words which triggers down, and within a second your emotion goes down. Sure. And you lose your own control, in fact. So how to earn that control when we go down?
It's being aware. It's being aware when the shift takes place. Like I'm high and I'm vibrant most of the time, so it's easy for me to notice that shift. But it was an art. It is a skill. It is a talent. It is being aware of the emotional dip, going, ooh, that just dipped down. I'm not wanting to stay down here in this spot. What? And then questioning it. I mean, you're really good at questioning things. You question everything. You have that $1,000,000 question all the time. And so when it happens, give that $1,000,000 question to yourself. Ooh, what word, what action, what place, what smell, what vision, what actually shifted that switch to turn me off when I was just vibrant? We have to check all our senses to see which one actually threw us out of balance. Go, oh, okay, it was that one. Now we know that that was the one. She'd say, thank you for showing me what it was. Help me flip the script so I can turn my light switch back on in that area. You know, I just had to move across the street from somebody where some terrible accident happened to me when I was a child, but I have to live here. Am I going to allow that memory to make it so I can't live in this house because it's the only place I have to live? I have to go back. That's where forgiveness comes in. It's like I have to go back in time and say, I forgive that person for the act or behavior they've done upon me because they didn't know any better. What they're doing is they're living their life out the way that it has been fed to them, as if we've gotten stuck into that too, because this is a generational deep issue that we're dealing with, not speaking and hiding our emotional selves. And yeah, so when we go and that forgiveness, allowing that person, I really forgive whatever part that they done or affected my life way back then. I've had to do some of that. You know, I've had a stepdad that's tried to murder my brother and I, shooting a gun at us in the middle of the forest, you know, and it's like, how could I forgive him? Is I forgave him that way. I didn't personally go and forgive him. I forgive him by wonder what life he had to live to feel like that's what he had to do. So he would be heard. because he wasn't being heard either.
Absolutely. Every person has to be heard. Okay. So, what are the consequences of hiding? Either
The,
me, you, or anybody, if somebody is hiding their emotion. So, what are the consequences of it one goes through after that?
the consequences are we don't get to fully live. We don't get to fully be ourselves. We don't fully get to have that happy ever after life, that dream that we're actually after, the one that we're chasing, the one that we know, I mean, that fairy tale dream. We're not going to reach that. That's what it cost us. And myself, I want my fairy tale dream, so I'm not going to let it cost me. I'm going to keep rewriting my script. So I'm staying in this higher vibrational way. And what I mean by higher vibration, it means from love, happiness, joy, laughter, play, calmness, peacefulness, excitement, joy, passion, desire. That's what I mean by the higher vibrational way. And so we dip under into fear, lack, worry. I got to get this done. I got to pay that bill. I got to talk to this person. I got to live with this one. Believe me, I lived with people I didn't want to live with for a long time, and I had to keep rewriting. I had to keep raising my vibe inside of myself to live in that environment, to go through their story, that even if I told them how to flip their script, they couldn't hear it because they're not ready. But I had to go ahead and flip the script within myself to be okay to allow them to keep projecting it at me the way that they were. And what happens is it's almost like you're expanding and getting bigger and getting stronger and getting more courageous. And because you realize that, I mean, there's so many people that they're in situations they can't get out of. Say I'm trapped in a jail. This is who I am. This is where I'm at. I have to deal with these people all day. I mean, we all are in our own little jail. But if I have to deal with each person each day, each way, what am I going to do so I can preserve my soul? So I can still live this happy ever after dream inside of my soul. Because all I have to do to express to you or anyone else is to continually love who you are. Love all of you, your flaws and your awesome, amazing self, because your flaws are teaching you what it is that you need to know to grow. Your flaws and those lower emotional fields are saying, hey, I want you to deal with me now. Will you please come in here and love me like a little child? It's like, no, can you, the emotional self is doing all those emotions saying, please, 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 I'm yelling for attention. Will you come in here and love me? And when we all of a sudden take the time as the adult we are to nurture, to mother that child within, we start healing those lower emotional fields. We start raising that vibrational field that you're holding on a continuous basis, where one day that person that used to push your button can't push your button no more.
Yes, amazing. Even Kathy is saying freaking amazing words. Absolutely. So, apart from that forgiveness and tapping method, what more thing one can do to get over it?
I think journaling is a good way. And because when we're
Yeah,
writing,
I do it.
when we're writing, when you're writing, when I'm journaling, when I keep writing and I'm writing my sad story, I can't keep writing that sad story because it's going to flip the script around automatically. It's like, oh, this is in this and this and this and this is happening, but what would you like? It's go ahead and let that flow of the crappy stuff come out, but then ask yourself, what would you like to feel in place of that? Because what happens is what we're focusing on the most, that's what that's where the attention's going to come in. If I'm focusing on that
I
worry and that
said
fear all the time,
100%.
if I'm focusing on the fear all the time and I'm worried about that fear, it's already taking me under because I'm focusing on it. I'm already giving it energy. If I going, okay, I know that that's out there and I got to deal with that. Okay, journaling, 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 journaling. It can heal the soul. Journal those, get those wounds out. Flip that story around to how you would like to feel in the middle of the journal. So when you're done journaling, you told yourself the best story ever possible. Because then you start living in that feel.
Absolutely. Even I follow this journaling method, and when I read my notes yesterday, oh my God, how incredible life I had. And today I have to do something different so that next day when I read, then I say, oh my God, what an incredible day I had. So,
I
um,
pause for a moment. I think that, we have gotten so used to suffering. We have gotten so used to suffering. We think that that's the way of life. And so that's why we revert back. That's why we always are flipping back into that lower feel, is because we have, most of our lives has lived in that energy.
and people have
So
observed too, so they don't let you to see your own another version, the favorite
so
version.
so it is our goal to realize, oh, I've been living in that energy for so long, and that's why I keep going back there. I keep going back there because I think that that's the way I'm supposed to be. But now that I'm aware of that information, it's like, no, it's not supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be this way. It's supposed to be happy. It's supposed to be vibrant. It's supposed to be joyful. It's supposed to be this awesome, amazing feeling. And that's what it is being aware of where we've been and why we've been there. That's why forgiveness is important. I forgive myself, but I love myself more. I am so sorry, but thank you for showing up. I use those 4 words in so many ways. It's like, thank you for showing up, but I am so sorry I ever took you there, because that's where you're being the parent to the child within. You're telling the child, I'm sorry I ever took you there, but I'm here with you now. I'm here to nurture you. I'm here to mend you. I'm here to bring you wholeness. I'm here to bring you love. I'm here to bring you completeness. We become the mother to our own child within by being aware how we got there in the first place. It's not our fault. It's not our mom and dad's fault. It's not society's fault. It's not our grandparents' fault. It's not their great-grandparents' fault. We just fell into a trap. And now we are getting ourselves out of that trap because we can. We're realizing we can do this.
Absolutely. So even after this, people try. Today you said like the how we go to seminar, feel motivated. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. After 3 days, we goes down and start living the same life that we are living. So what one thing out of the box secret you have for those people who are still not able to get over, express themselves emotionally strongly without fear? So what you have for them?
The best way is hook yourself up with like-minded people. Join a mastermind, like my mastermind, flipping your emotional fields together. What you get to do in the mastermind is, I'm not the boss of the mastermind. All I do is structure it. All I do is lead it. All I do is guide it. But each person gets to come in and they get to share their happy story, because I don't want to hear your sad story. I don't want to hear what brought you there, because I don't want to feed the soul that. I don't want anybody else's soul to catch that. But what I want people to do is come in, what has worked for you, and what has worked for you, and what has worked for you. And when you have when you're in a mastermind and you get 5, 10, 20 30, 40 people, and they start sharing their better story with you, guess what? That is planting so many new seeds into your soul, and it gets more vibrant and gets more whole and gets more complete. You know, it is so hard. It is hard. I hate using the word hard. It is a challenge for us to do this journey on our own, even though I have done most of mine on my own. But to have people get together and do this work together empowers it tenfold, 20-fold, 30-fold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold, because we are empowering our souls by telling each other what's working. And then all of a sudden it's rewiring our DNA, it's rewiring this structure, it's giving our mindset and our body and our soul a new path to go on. It's like, yes, I love this new journey I chose to be on because I decided to be with this group of people that's talking about their emotional story for a better story.
Mastermind do work, but what about those who doesn't know what is mastermind? Can you explain what mastermind is all about?
A mastermind is a bunch of people that come together at a sitting all at one time. Like if today we have to do things in a Zoom call. I mean, some places have an open door where we could do a mastermind in person, but right now it's a Zoom. And what's really nice about a Zoom call is you can touch the world. You know, it doesn't matter where anybody lives. We can get together. And so as a group of people, so I'm running the show, and I say, okay, you can come in for $39, let's say, because I want to affect the world on a big level. I want to make it affordable. Let's say you can come in for $39 a month. Okay, you come in for $39 a month, and now I have 100 people. And you can come and go when you want. I mean, maybe you can't make it every week, but you can make it every other week because you want to make it when your soul needs it. You want to make it. So the mastermind is, again, like people getting together, and we're going to be sharing our better stories with each other so we can actually get out of this trap that we've been in. Was that clear enough for what a mastermind is, or does anybody have
Yes,
any
yes.
questions? Okay, perfect.
No, because no, what happens now? People don't believe in mastermind. They keep on living with the same circle of people they are surrounded with, but they don't know that these are toxic. When your own circle become toxic, you are all also not aware of. So sometimes it's needed to change your mastermind, but people don't dare to do it. Oh my God, I don't want to do this. Oh my God, but it's a need. The way today you tried chapati, tomorrow you tried puri. In that way, even you can try this. Means switch your people or influence of people you are surrounded with to other healthy people who can motivate you, who can inspire you, who wants to see the best version of you. Try to surround with them.
When I start talking a mastermind to somebody that doesn't understand it, a lot of times I'm not going to be able to get them to understand it. And I'm okay with that because they're not ready. They're not in their journey in life right now to join that mastermind. No matter what I say, no matter what I do, not until that switch flips on them is it going to matter. So as I'm going through my journey, no matter how many people don't understand, it's only the ones that understand that I want to hook up with. It's the only ones that go, oh, I get this. I want to be a part of this. Do I want them to be a part of that journey? Because if they don't get that, then there's no need for them to be there because they're not going to utilize the program the way that it needs to be it needs to be utilized. So
No,
we have
again the topic is that the person is not able to express strongly. So for them, what love letter that person can send you to reach out to you and say that Cynthia, I want to be part of your mastermind, but I don't want to be public. So what sweet or hookup note they can send you that way, because at least a baby step they are taking to express themselves.
Hi, Mary.
You never know what change, drastic or incredible change that person is bringing to or changing his story in future. So what love letter can that person send to you and how?
So I'm hearing little of what, so you want to know what level it is
Yeah, no. How someone, for example, somebody has wants to join your mastermind, wants to come to you to have any question or any anxiety, any issue that person is going through. But the challenge is he or she is not able to express, because this is what our topic was, right? Is
Okay.
that I'm not able to express. So silently, politely, how a sweet love letter that person can send to you to express themselves that I need you.
Well, the first thing is to DM me, to email me, to contact me some way, somehow. I have my information out there all the way. Get a hold of me personally. It takes me 2 minutes most of the time to help light that, to flip that switch on somebody to understand, to bring your confidence level up. And even if we brought you in and say that you didn't feel comfortable, each time before the class started, I would be happy to get on the call with you to bring that comfort zone in, because we do need to express ourselves. And probably I would have a smaller mastermind for the ones that were more uncomfortable, the ones that are more like timid, to open up their box to get them untimid, because I am going to be effective for each and every one of them, to get unafraid, to get unscared, to start stepping into who it is you are, because they're going to feel the power, they're going to feel the energy, they're going to feel the love within, because I have this natural gift to flip your script around to better almost instantly.
Awesome. So, say Cynthia has solution for every queries, every problem, but it's you who got to take a decision. It's you who has to decide what kind of story you want to serve after 5 years, or how do you want to know in this life. The simple thing. Do you want to know as that I what you did? Oh, I work 9 to 5 job, and today nobody's caring for me, or you want to be known as, oh my God, today every day I just work. At my home I do a household work, and today nobody is listening to me. So what's your story? How do you wanna to read it? When you are not feeling comfortable to read it, forget about others, how that person will lead. So flip your story, think about your life, think about the moment you are now, and what kind of story you want to create it. We are here to help you, we are here to reach out to you, but it's you who has to take a decision. It's you who has to come out of your comfort zone and raise your hand and say, I need help. We are
Right.
here to serve, but you have to say, I need. I cannot come. We can't come to your home and say that you need help. You need help. No, it's you who has to decide. Decide, commit, and ask. Ask, you shall receive. Yeah, Cynthia.
That's it.
So
Well, I think we did a pretty good show, and we can come on again. What do you want to do next week again?
absolutely. Every week we will come up with different topic to reach out to mass audience in a different way as we can. But if it would be healthy if you come reach out to us and tell us that what you want to ask, because we have all the solutions, but we want to know that what you have, what you are going through, what challenges is really sticking you like a poison that you cannot eat, breathe, or live with it. So you can send us DM, you can mail us, whatever you want. Try to let us know that what do you want from us next. Otherwise, we have our own concept to come up, but it would be good if you tell us. Right, Cynthia?
Yes, they have to reach out, because I mean, I do all my reaching out for the things that I need, and um, I'm trying to let everybody know what I'm here for and what I'm available for. But if somebody actually needs that help, they have to actually, make the call, or send a DM message, or send an email, whatever way that they know how to get a hold of me. Rather it's a Facebook message, rather it's through Instagram, even it's through a message in YouTube, leaving a comment, hey, I like what you're doing, but I need a little help myself. Will you please contact me? Those kind of things. I look at all of that, and I respond to everything. And I am actually here serving. because my job is to help raise the vibration of this world and what's going on right now.
Yeah, and we want that come join us. We would
Yes.
love to be part with you. Just take an action, come to us and see the most magical world. Okay? So
Okay.
see you everybody next week, same
Bye-bye.
time,
Thank you for coming in.
6:30 Indian time and 6 p.m. PST. So yeah,
Thanks for staying the whole time, Marshall. Thanks for showing up, Kathy. Thanks for showing up, Mary. I love you all. Many blessings. Have a
bye
wonderful day.
bye.
Bye-bye. And Sunny, I can't see you in there if you're there.